Hey everybody! Thanks for sticking around, I appreciate it. Hi Reid, and thank you Kiri for zastering me. Appreciate that too. Thank you. Alright. We wanna go back. We wanna go to the game. We wanna go click that. There we are. Perfect. These are some chill tunes. Yes, that was the that was the soundtrack for the game Journey that just recently came out on PC after being on console only. No, all good. All good. We understand. Ameliorates. IRL is important. Real life is super important, so it's all good. Alright. Gotta get to the theater. So yeah. And the great thing about the Journey soundtrack is the music won't get you dinged. Violet!
Time for your daily dose of abilities.
It is time for my daily dose of abilities. Thank you so much, Violet, for the 200 bits. Really appreciate it. Thanks for the support. And yeah, check your emotes if you got any of the Pride emotes. Hi Rodara! Hi, good to see you. FG, can I ask you? Yes, you don't use Facecam, correct? I've been told to shoot for views, but you don't feel it necessary and are always comfortable with it. What are your thoughts? Okay. Riv is going to be kind to you this week. You got Thursday and Friday off. Nice long weekend hype. That's awesome. So, oh, you got the Cheers one? Oh, I love the Cheers one. I really want it. Oh crap. Okay, so Facecam. Facecam is definitely going to make it easier. So Facecam, using straight Facecam as a streamer is stressful, especially if you're not used to it. It is super stressful because yeah, being on camera like continuously for hours on end is really stressful. A lot of people prefer streams with Facecam. There's only a few who actually prefer streams without Facecam. But so the thing is, people are more likely to click on a stream with Facecam, but it's not impossible to grow without a Facecam. The only thing that you need to remember when you don't use a Facecam, the only way for people to connect with you, because there is no non-verbal communication, because they can't see you. So they can't see your expressions, they can't see you smile, they can't see where you're looking, they can't see your hands or arms and what they're moving and doing and stuff like that. You have to talk constantly. Because the only way that people can connect with you is through your voice. So if you don't do cam, which is totally fine if you ask me, because I do not feel comfortable on cam, which is why I don't use it. The only thing that you have to remember is you have to talk constantly. So dead air as a streamer with no cam is deadly to your channel. So you need to practice talking and stream of consciousness talking. Basically everything that I'm thinking about a game, if I don't like talk to chat, and this is how it's going to be in the beginning because you won't have that many people chatting, so everything that I'm thinking about the game I usually verbalize unless I have something to talk to. That chat broke up or people saying hello, me asking how they're doing, etc, etc, etc. Yeah, that's what you have to remember. So you can totally do it. It just comes with certain challenges. Expect growth to be a little bit slower, but luckily it's a lot more acceptable on Twitch to have no face cam nowadays compared to how it was a few years ago. Because a few years ago it was literally basically only Lyric of the big streamers who didn't use a face cam. But now you've got so many more people who don't use a face cam. You've got Bikeman, you've got Baru, like just to name big people, Lyric, other people who sometimes turn the cam off, etc, etc. So it's a lot more accepted nowadays, which is yeah, it makes it a lot easier. If you like contest using it exhausts you big time that you switched on as some of the severe anxiety. But hey, yeah, Lyric was always no face cam, yeah. I mean, you could try face rig if you like it. I find face rig personally very, very creepy, and I don't enjoy watching streams that do use face rig because I just don't like it. You could do that instead because they're looking at you, but they're not looking at your actual face and expression. You're a super introvert, Rodara. Yes. It's such a scary thing. Yeah, so you don't have to though. If you don't feel comfortable, because if you don't feel comfortable, you won't be as entertaining. So make it comfortable for you as well. You could also just, you know, try just partial face cam, so to speak. Like say hello to people on face and then just turn the face cam off again or something like that. Or just totally just don't have it on at all and just try it without. Until you've gotten more comfortable with streaming in general. No, that's totally fine. You asked my help. That's totally fine. It's not like you went like, yo, check out my stream. I stream here from blah, 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 blah. No, actually asking like streaming related questions like that is totally fine. Hi, Silmar. Facecam is tricky. Yeah, it is. I've done one facecam stream and I found it horrible and I hated it. And I was super uncomfortable the entire time. So I prefer it without. And it works. Growth is slower. Yeah. I did, yes. 4 years ago. And I hated it. and people, like, as soon as I did it, I had trolls. Because I'm fat, you know? I'm not what's socially acceptable to be displayed on the internet. So people had to complain about that and make horrible, crude remarks and insult me just based on looks. So yeah, there's that. You don't like face freak stuff, but you've seen some where the avatar is like more of a two-dimensional. I just don't like it. I just don't like it. I don't know. I just find it creepy. I'd rather have no cam than this weird. Because the thing is with a lot of face rig, it's not necessarily that it's like a creepy cartoon face. A lot of the times face rig, it just wobbles too much. Like there is too much individual animation, and it's just, I don't know. I know it's supposed to just convey what the person is like actually doing, but bloody hell, like there's so much twitching. Yeah, there's just way too much twitching. Oh, thank you, Kiri. That's kind of you. But yeah, if you have a cam, you invite trolls, especially if you... Everybody gets trolls. Everybody. But if you're somewhat outside of the accepted social norm, you will get even more trolls. That's just something you have to be kind of aware of. I turned down the old man. Yes. I did. What I did was... You know... Oh, I was gonna say, you're not fighting me? I charmed him to accept death. You troll back every time you get trolled. It's yeah, partially. But there are certain things that if you mention them, I will immediately get reduced to an absolute insecure mess. So I'd rather just not invite people to troll about that and avoid it. And having no face cam for me personally is just self-preservation and meant like because it helps a lot with my mental state that I can't get trolled about these things, so I don't have to think about it that much. Someone made it need it because they're not good with chat. Yeah, it depends on you know. It's just interaction is just really important. It's just really, really important. There are certain things, Weihnachtsmann, where I don't mind trolling back, but as soon as people insult me about my weight, I get meek and quiet like a mouse. It's just my I call it my kryptonite. So yeah. If you wear lots of makeup, people say you don't need makeup, you don't wear any, you get people saying...
So Pre-Win never left Doris's theatre after they invaded.
It's silly.
They must be holding Edgar here in their new headquarters.
It's just silly. Tried covering up, must be ugly, drug tree, I'm sleeping with lots of men, no makeup, just put in some effort. Yeah, exactly. And just things like that. And not having a cam, at least you can though to be fair, you also, if you don't have a cam, you'll get people come in like, Oh, no, Cam, as a female streamer, what, you're fat? You'll just get that immediately. So, yeah. There is no escaping trolling on the internet. Your weight is 82% of your problem with face cam? Yeah. I'm super insecure about it. Even if I don't seem like it, I am super insecure about it. And not having a face cam lets me hide that fact. And it makes it so much easier and much more enjoyable for me to stream. So there you go. Now you know. You're chunky? Oh, I'm reasonably assuming that I'm probably a lot fatter than you are. But that doesn't mean that that what you think is invalid. Because yes. As soon as you're not comfortable in your own skin, even if other people don't focus on it, you will focus on it. So I totally understand. Oh, for fuck's sake. Yeah. Now, to mention random kids coming and go show boobs. I haven't actually seen the show boobs in quite a while. The game sounds broke? No, it's fine here. Twitch may broke. No. Sounds are fine over here. I hear sounds. They weren't talking much. Unless they... Oh, maybe because they're not groaning. Yeah, you might be right. My sounds are still happening, but their sounds aren't happening. Yeah, NPC's voice lines might be broken again. How much playtime is there in this game? How to beat says about 25 hours or so if you just do main story. And 40 if you do extras, I believe. So roughly like that. You can also technically play it twice. You can play it as good in a good run and then a bad run if you want to. I'm gonna have breakfast. You see that your baby can give hard time because of weight. Oh, thank you, Choleric Wolf. That's kind of you to say. People can be mean, so we just need to focus on the people who are not mean. So roughly like that. I wouldn't buy it full price, Silmar. I really wouldn't, because you won't get like, you know, it's like £45 and $60. So I wouldn't buy it as full price, but if you can get a good deal, I would buy it. Yeah. You have problems because you can't parkour over things? Yeah, you can't jump in this game. There's no jumping in the game. I'm glad we could help ameliorate. You're just gonna put in your bio, I'm fat, fuck off. I mean, yeah, if you feel comfortable saying that, that's fine. But yeah, people will always find ways, or try to find ways to troll you. How do Mr. God stop missing any sound? Because I'm talking, Elsaris. I'm literally doing at any all times about 4 to 5 different things at the same time. So yeah, excuse me if I'm a little bit distracted, but I'm playing, talking to chat, reading chat, monitoring OBS at the same time. So yeah, I'm doing 4 to 5, 6 different things at the same time. So I do excuse if I miss a few things here and there. Yeah. I do lots of things all at the same time. Yes. So we're gonna quit and reload the game real quick. I'm not typing. No, I'm not typing. But I'm reading. You get negative comments about your age. Ew. That's weird. Hi, No Namer. You're at 185 and 60 kilograms. Remains extremely low. Gotcha, yeah. It's like, you're like Lex, basically. Just crash? No, not crash. Sometimes the voice acting for the NPCs breaks. And then you just have to reload the game. Hi, Mark. Good to see you. Yeah, the age thing is silly. I don't know. That's ridiculous. But yeah, I know. Being underweight is about as bad as being overweight when it comes to comments and unsolicited advice. No Namer. Yeah, I get ya. Because you'll probably also get people all the time. Why are you so underweight? Why don't you just eat? Right? All the time, probably. But yeah, Lex was the same. Lex is like almost 2 meters. And when I met him, he was 69 kilograms. I may have fattened him up a little bit since then. But yeah. You're so skinny, cake. Eat more cake. Yeah. Why don't you just eat and gain weight? No, Namer. Why? No. So yeah, I understand. 45 things at the same time. There's so much days for you. Not streaming yet. Yep. Mm-hmm. Exactly. This way, you need to make a fat people, old people Discord. Nice. Almost 2 meters with 90 something kilograms isn't that bad. No, that's totally perfectly all right. My husband, yeah. You love to come back from college and people are like, wow, they're feeding you good, eating real good. Yeah, I know, right? Yeah. You had the why are you so skinny your whole life? It's so, I don't know, like why, I don't know. It's kind of strange that people feel the right or the entitlement to be able to comment on that sort of stuff. Holy Squares don't repel you on their own. They actually need to be wielded for the fear of God. Yeah, exactly. They need to be... crosses in this game actually need to be wielded by people who believe in them to be able to work against you. Hi, Grand Commissar. You're Welsh. Hi. Oh, you're from Wales. Oh, yeah, you said that. You're like my neighbor. I'm in Gloucestershire, so I'm not so far from you. Hi. Working out helped your son. Nice. But he also eats like a trash compactor. Mm-hmm. And then you've met the person you... You haven't seen an appearance to comment or anything of that sort? Nice. Is McCollum Welsh? I think he's supposed to be Irish, but I'm not sure. Hi, John! Jonathan!
Jonathan! Good morning.
Sorry. John Tash's name is Jonathan, so it's a joke. McCollum's report. The 11th of... No, is it November 6th? 1918, maybe. Or something like that. After you had talking to you were sick and lost a lot of weight and had people tell you were lucky to be sick because you were so thin. Isn't that just fucking stupid? I mean, like, what the fuck? Congratulating somebody's sick because that makes them be skinny. That's just... Ah. Anyways, okay. All right. I may have a strong opinion on the matter. I just finished reading Doris Fletcher's journal. As painful as dreadful as it was, my God, the woman planned to see everyone in London inflicted by infecting all who would come to her next play. It helped me understand greatly what was going on. Doris Fletcher's real name was Doris Jones. She was the daughter of some Harriet Jones. Oh, I see. Who had been treated as a patient for a long time at the Pembroke Hospital. She clearly hated her mother, but used her fame and notoriety to see her while visiting the poor and sick in the East End. I don't know Game, please excuse me, I'm reading, okay? I'm sorry, I'm slow. I don't know exactly what happened then, but this is how her mother infected her before returning to the theatre, and how she turned into that monstrosity that the leech known as Jonathan Reid finally defeated. The presence of that vampire in the same hospital where Harriet Jones was treated can't be a coincidence. I'm convinced he's deeply involved with the vampire plague going on in London right now. Oh, ameliorate. He has $1 for every day who gets shitty comments on Twitch channels. Aw, thank you so much. I really, really, really appreciate it. Thank you. That's so kind. Thanks for your $1 Australian dollarino. Yeah, the game is a little bit weird at some points. Yeah. You could kind of better start your stream as a guy, red eyes, hair mess, unshaven, not intentional beard. Yep. Though, to be fair, people get comments all the time as well. Like, you know, overweight streamers will also get things thrown at them and stuff like that, yeah. But yeah. Aw, Anonymous! No, that's alright. Aw, Anonymous, gifts up. That's so kind of you. Thank you. If you go on cameras and music, usually only comments and lose some weight and when still watching by the time I retire. Yeah, sometimes, but yeah. Yeah, family can be arc. They have less handicaps, but it still happens, yeah. It's still a thing, but not as much as women. All the emotes. Enjoy your otters. But they still get flack as well. But so yeah. And I mean, let's not even talk about people who are, you know, LGBTQ plus on Twitch, or people who are, you know, transgender on Twitch and stuff like that. There's everybody gets trolled to some extent. But yeah, just finished last episode of Friends. Ooh, you're a Welsh vampire. You have hunger for waffles and blood of sheep. Aw, yeah, your blue hair looks amazing, Weihnachtsmann, by the way. Anyways, all right, reading. You also convinced Swansea is his accomplice, and that those two are planning something more terrifying than anything the guard has ever faced. Maybe you should take some time to read the old books and manuscripts the guard still possesses to get some answers. It may prove useful in the meantime. I better send some patrols to investigate what is occurring. You're super gay and stuff, and your partner's genderqueer, so we... Yeah, gotcha. Welcome back, Cubo. Welcome back. I mean, in the end, you know, just be nice to each other. Right? That's all we need. Just be nice to each other and try not to judge, you know, before you get to know a person and stuff like that. Yeah. Just try not to be an asshole. You're watching for months with your husband. We're in season 10. 2 weeks is insane. Well, I mean, a Friends episode is like what, 20 minutes? So if you binge it, you can definitely do it. Definitely. What a silly concept. Well, it works. Anyways, all right, a day later. It took me 2 days to pass through the dusty registers and books we keep in the vault. God, I hate losing time like this. The search did prove fruitful for once, though. I found 2 pages that could be related to our present situation in a copy of William Marshall's memoirs. I took them with me to read more carefully. This creature, Marshall says, fought in 1666. This disaster... Damn you, game! This disaster... Where is it? That aimed to destroy London. It is very similar to what happened with Doris Fletcher. Disease, infection, hate of the living, a desire to see the city ransacked. I have no doubt now that the bloody old leech of William Marshall is behind all this, and that he is back. This could be our greatest accomplishment. If the guard could at least find and destroy that old bastard. I believe what Marshall did in 1666 is exactly what Reid is now trying to do. Did the creature, this disaster, escape their will? Is that why Marshall destroyed him in 1666 and Reid did the same with Doris Fletcher before she became such a creature? I don't know. But those two are clearly working together, and Swansea is helping them. I will immediately give orders to have him arrested and interrogated. As for Reid, I'll destroy that evil beast myself, and then we'll deal with William Marshall and this disaster thing. Preven will prevail.
Doris Fletcher was about to become a disaster.
Or not.
I'm getting close to having all the evidence.
You've noticed a lot of Twitter battles between people. Yeah, sometimes. Sometimes it can be side of high school. Just don't participate. Is Swansea Welsh? I'm not sure. I don't know. You missed that there was a gift up a few minutes ago? All good, all good. Pretty he thinks he's going to kill you. Yeah, he wrote that before coming after us. And clearly he did not prevail. I got in here, didn't I? So, where are we going next? Oh, chest. Loot! I will not say no to loot. But yeah, just you know, just be kind to each other. And try to understand that not everybody shares your opinions on things. And that's not that's not a bad thing necessarily. And, you know, be mindful of where people have come from, etc., etc. And just don't mindlessly hate on people. Okay? No! Yes! Lunch break's over. Alright, Weihnachtsmann, thanks for hanging out and spending your lunch break with us. I appreciate it. See you around. Have a good one. Yeah, you have a good one too. You have a good one too, for sure. Oh, it's you again. You're not here. I remember that. You're over here. Are you over here? Maybe. Doo-doo, doo-doo, dee-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee. Nourish me with your blood. Bonk, bonk, bonk. Sometimes the way they fall is just so dramatic in the end. Okay, let's see. Where? Oh, not here, huh?
It's locked.
It's locked, all right. Where are they? Not here. Oh, but there's a letter here. New Doris Fletcher's diary. London, the 24th of October, 1918. Soon, I'll be on the stage again, for my rehearsals are almost over. My minions are gathered around me, ready to follow my every command. Soon my audience will return, ready to applaud my art. The young, the gorgeous, my healthy audience. They'll return to their families, their beautiful houses and happy lives, delighted by my performance, shocked by my disguise, touched by my grace, my infectious legacy. They'll spread the disease one by one and they'll turn. I'll be their beloved queen again. They'll never forget me, and I shall have my revenge on the dirty trick fate played on me. Nah, you're dead. You killed ya. Sorry about that. Unless like God gives them power of vampire sight finding or something. Well, I mean, we do look not human. If you look at us, you can see, you know, the veins of our in our face. We are very pale. Our eyes look strange. So yeah, we do look slightly non-human. So I guess if you've been trained to recognize that, people reacting to trying to explain something or getting angry as well. That happens, yeah. They basically, yeah, they try to get a reaction out of you. That's what they try. Oh, is this where we need to go? Derp. Yeah, they definitely they want to get a reaction out of you. Yeah. Definitely. That's what makes it fun for them. But sometimes it's hard to ignore things. It's the average look of a British man. Wish we came home early today because I was acting up. It's all red. He thinks because the fan was put at it yesterday at work. But no, your eyes are feeling weird like that. Just keep an eye on it.
I'll send you to hell.
But yeah, just keep an eye on it for now. And if it's not better by tomorrow, get yourself to a doctor.
It's locked, all right.
It's locked, all right. Yeah, good thing you have two. Yes, definitely.
It's locked, all right.
Or locked. Oh, another letter. Jesus Christ, the Vampire Knight. William Marshall, forget the legend about the man, the one most of you never heard of. You lazy bastards. Forget the empty tomb in Temple Church. Forget the death of those among us who died trying to locate him. We, the guard, know that he is still in hiding somewhere. That's the only fact we must keep in mind. Another small detail we need to keep in mind. This little fucker is clever. How many times have we thought we had cornered him to finally only find old dust and cobwebs? Marshall has been a vampire for 1,000 years. We're not matched until we change our plans concerning his hunt. So, here are a few questions for you, lazy bastards, and I want all of them answered before speaking of another great hunt to pin the leech down. Who helped him escape his den under Temple Church? We know now for a fact that a private contractor was paid to move a large coffin from the church a few years before we investigated the tomb. What exactly did the traders of Brotherhood of St. Paul discuss with Marshall when they met in 1785 in London? The report of this meeting has been burned, but witnesses remain of a request made by Marshall to access a specific book in their library. Why does the monstrosity known as Lady Blackwood seem linked to Marshall? They exchanged letters. She went to London to meet him in 1786, according to the Brotherhood spies. She tried to discreetly buy his castle in Wales in 1793, before fleeing when spotted by her fearless mentor Kendall Stone. See the pattern here? What happened during these few years? Why such agitation and activity? Answer these questions, my brothers, and you will find the path to our most eminent foe, William Marshall, oldest vampire of England to survive a righteous wrath. From Know Your Enemies by Carl Eldridge, Priven Leader. They also talk about early in the game that London had a curfew. That too, yes. London also has a curfew. William Marshall's memoirs. The Brotherhood of the St. Paul's Store finally agreed to meet me in London. They proposed to meet inside the new Cathedral of St. Paul. I liked the wit and solemnity of these men's. What a symbol. To choose the place where I defeated this disaster, but also the place where I fell. I agreed to their proposition. There, in the sacred sounds of the church and under the eye of God, they respectfully listened to me. They acknowledged my victory against this evil creature, the disaster, the eater of stars, who only wished to spread death and pestilence all around her. Oh goodness! Oh goodness, we've got a raid! Welcome, raiders! Hi! Hi! How's it going? Krispy Kreme! Hi! What's up? Thanks so much for the raid! Hand over your money, but I have no money. Hey, Barja. Welcome. How's it going? Ooh, more Subnautica. Nice. How are you? Good to see you. Thanks so much for the raid. If you don't know who I am, hi, I'm FG, and we're currently playing Vampyr. We're probably going to finish this today, I think. Yeah, but normally I stream lots of simulators and management games, but every once in a while I just play other things, and today is one of those days. Thanks so much for coming on with that raid. I really appreciate it. Gotta get ready for work. All right, see you in a bit. See you in a bit. Do it. Since they acknowledged my will to save London in 1666, they heard my request, my burning desire to stop the blood of hate. Their primate promised to come back to me with an answer. The primate of St. Paul wrote back to me with just a name, the Tear of Angels. According to him, this ancient artifact could heal anything, cleanse any blackened soul, and purify my blood. Blessed be the Lord, it took me more than 100 years to find a cure for the blood of hate, but I may finally have found it. Soon the raid shall end. Soon I may repair the wrong I did and cleanse my failures. Now all I need to do is retrieve the necessary ingredients to create the artifact. Blood of the purest heart mixed with the blood of a knight. To find such rare ingredients is not that what worries me the most, for time is on my side. It's the last part that worries me. Pure essence of garlic. I'm afraid it will literally hurt like hell when I drink the antidote, but if that's the price to pay to cleanse my soul and correct my mistakes, I'm ready
Blood
to
of a
do
pure
it.
heart, garlic, blood of a king. I don't understand. Perhaps this is what McCullum drank. I had better keep that in mind.
Pin note, evidence safe. Until further notice, this safe will be used to store sensitive evidences. It must always be locked. If you need to access this, just find me on the last floor to get the key, and bloody remember to bring it back to me when
I
you're
should
done.
find the key to that box. It's locked.
It's locked, all right. Can I go through here now? I can. I also should find... Oh, hello.
Edgar. Edgar, can you hear me?
Jonathan, is it really you?
Also, this is a trap, clearly.
Easy. Easy. Save your strength. I'm getting you out of here.
Don't try to spare me. As a physician, I know all too well when it's too late.
Strawberries with milk. Ooh,
Punctured
that sounds
lung,
awesome.
broken ribs, and internal bleeding. An accurate diagnosis, wouldn't you say?
Edgar, what happened?
They wanted me to confess. Beat me black and blue.
Good night, Ameliorate. Sleep
Jeffrey
well.
McCullum
Thanks for hanging out. I
ambushed me
appreciate
at the
it.
Pembroke Hospital.
He does
He
seem
was
perfectly
convinced
all
you
right.
and I
Yeah, he
were
does.
responsible for the skull
Help his faith.
epidemic.
I never imagined that self-righteous fanatic would dare to attack
Thanks for hanging
us
out,
in the
Ameliorate. Thanks again for the dollarine. See you
became of him?
later. Sleep well.
To prove him wrong, I let him go.
Really? You sure that was the wisest course of action?
I got a bit of the
Time
old
will
eternal
tell.
bleeding.
Jonathan.
The most
Rebecca.
intriguing part of his accusation was that you
Jonathan.
and I were the pawns of some ancient vampire.
Thanks, Rodara, for the bit.
William Marshall.
Appreciate it.
Yes, they tortured me to make me confess the same nonsense.
Good night, Draggle. Sleep well as well. You're hiding something, though. What are you hiding?
I think you're hiding something, Edgar.
Thank you, Draggle. Sleep well.
What do you mean?
William Marshall, for example.
Jonathan.
You speak of him as if
Jonathan.
you know him. How is that?
Thank you.
Jonathan, I cannot say I'm ready for another round of questions.
Why did they accuse us
Why
of
would the
creating
Guard
them?
of Priwen believe you and I created the vampire epidemic?
Maybe due to our profession. Because I offered you shelter in my hospital.
What
Tell me
can you
about.
tell me about William Marshall?
Not much. History paints the story he was the greatest knight who ever lived. Amongst the immortals, he had a yet greater legend.
Why is Priven obsessed
Why
with
is the
him?
Guard of Priwen so obsessed with him?
He was the only ancient vampire to escape the first great hunt launched by the Guard of Priwen in 1854. They believe he's an evil creature plotting his return.
Wahaha! I will be back. Oh, he's
Why would he deserve
he's the
such a
Terminator.
reputation?
Now we know he's the Terminator.
I cannot say. The Brotherhood of St. Paul's Stole has next to no intelligence on him.
I might
All I
have to
know
go an arc.
Is that he's supposed to be the oldest of all the British vampires.
Yeah, I might have to.
While investigating the epidemic, I read some of McCullum's findings. I think you have some explaining to
You've
do.
got some splaining to do.
I have nothing to hide, Jonathan. Nothing at all.
Not really. Mm-hmm.
Do you know Doris Fletcher's real name?
No, I'm afraid not.
Her real name was Doris Jones. She was the daughter of Harriet Jones.
What do you want me to say, Jonathan?
Do you remember when we suspected Sean Hampton of killing Harriet Jones?
Harry Jones, future Prime Minister. Yep.
The terrible episode that came as a shock to us all.
Harriet Jones faked her own death. When I found her in the sewers, she confessed she wanted everybody to pay
Crazy
for
Ghost in
what
the
happened
Jones,
to her.
but seems like it, yeah.
That woman was extremely bitter, full of hatred and festering anger.
We know who
Doris
you are,
Fletcher
Harry Jones.
visited her mother at the Pembroke Hospital. That's how she first got infected.
I know nothing about that. Miss Fletcher once came to visit the sick. That
We
is
know
all
who
I
you
know.
are and what
No,
you are.
Edgar, there is more. Doris Fletcher was Harriet Jones's daughter. They exhibited the same symptoms: blind hate and strong physical mutation.
What does this sad story have to do with us?
Don't you see
Come
the
on,
pattern?
Edgar. Don't you see the pattern here? The
All
epidemic,
in the blood.
the link between Doris and Harriet, the suspicion of McCullum.
How could I? I never saw Harriet Jones again after she fled the hospital.
Do you
Where
know
are we
where
at?
we are? Doris Fletcher's theatre. This is where that hateful creature plotted to spread the epidemic across London.
I only briefly met Miss
No
Fletcher
idea, Neonivac.
once when she visited the Pembroke
That's a very good
Hospital.
question, though.
You say it was to see her mother. She seemed like such a sweet and graceful woman.
My point exactly. The disease turned her into a bitter soul, driven by vengeance just like her mother. A symptom of all the infected patients.
Beginning of
Certain
our kids
diseases
to
are
stay
known to
Florida.
produce similar effects. Rabies, for example. And rabies is not the devil at work.
Neither is vampirism. It's just human
Doris
rabies.
and Harriet shared
something.
more than a hidden family bond.
Welcome back, Creamy.
They were the embodiment
Creamy?
of the
Krispy Kreme.
epidemic
You're
and are
creamy
linked
now,
to
apparently.
the Pembroke Hospital. Come on, Edgar, this is no coincidence.
I swear I'm at a complete loss. All I did was administer vampire blood to cure old Harriet. There was no evil plan, no diabolical
You gave her
plot.
vampire
You
blood?
did what?
I tested the regenerating and healing properties of vampire blood on Harriet Jones. My only intention was to find the cure for influenza, I swear.
Whose
There is
blood
none,
did you
Lurk,
use?
yep.
William Marshall's? Mine?
Lady Ashbury's. While transfusing her with human blood, humanely appeasing her hunger, I also kept samples of her blood for my
You
research.
used her blood on Harriet Jones? My God, Edgar, that's unethical. You betrayed 2 of your patients at the same time.
Yeah, you didn't think this was important at all. Yeah, exactly.
I made a mistake. what is science if not trial and error? We both know it, Jonathan, we both know it.
What a poor justification for your morbid fascination and thirst for glory.
But you risk both
You
of their
have
lives.
worked beside me. You saw what I'm doing at Pembroke Hospital. Jonathan, you know I'm not an evil soul. Just another victim
Eat him.
of this tragedy.
But he's a friend. Oh. Oh. Hmm. Oh, this is difficult. Eat him? I could kill him. I think I kind of want to make him a vampire though. I think I want to make him a vampire so he can atone for what he did and make it better. Because we really need to kill. No, he's not the pillar of the community. Hi, Confero. No, it's all right, Neonivek. All good. He's not a pillar of the community. The pillar of the community for that area is Sean. And we already enthralled him to us, so go for it! Turn him! Do it!
No,
You're not
Edgar,
gonna
You
die.
are not going to die. Unless you want to.
Oh, we gave him a
What
choice.
do you mean?
We're giving him a
I
choice.
can save you, Edgar.
I approve of
I
that.
can turn your broken body into one like mine.
You truly would? After all I've done, after all that's been
You
said,
promised to
you
make
would offer
everything
me
better.
This gift?
I have no way of knowing which punishment would be worse, Edgar.
Exactly, John.
But it is not for me to decide.
So he can continuously atone for his sins.
So,
Oh, please, Jonathan, please. I beg you. This is what I've always wanted. This is what I've always searched for.
He always
Very
wanted to be a
well, then.
vampire. Okay. Well, there you go then.
prepare to die and be reborn. To face an eternity of guilt.
I'm ready. Oh, indeed, I am ready.
God, the noises are the worst.
Enough!
You're drinking blood, not making out. Yeah, but it's basically like that, isn't it? Munch, munch, munch. And failed. Well, are we just gonna leave him here? What? Oh, come on. No. Well, yeah, he did die because we're making him a vampire. He needs to die first and then he'll reawaken. Soon, TM. So, and apparently we're just gonna let him leave. Stay there for now. Okay. Just a little suckling and then we're leaving. Yeah.
I cannot enter.
Oh, wrong way. That is just slightly strange. You know, you would think we would take him somewhere and make it so he can't kill the first person he stumbles upon? Kind of, basically. Oh, we're just here again. Okay, cool. That just went round. Great. But apparently that's what we're doing. Make it a little romantic. Yeah. Honestly, make it a little bit romantic. Where the bloody heck is the exit? Good types of in game is say you did the right thing. No, he didn't do it on purpose. That's true. Oh, this way. And this way he can at least make up for what he did. Forever. Okay, cool. Candlelight, nice dinner. Apparently, no. Apparently with Jonathan, it's just, you know, a quick little interlude and then we're done. He kept it secret for a really long time, yeah. He did.
Return at a more convenient time.
Okay, so we gotta talk to Lady Ashbury.
So Harriet Jones became the original carrier when Edgar gave her vampire blood.
Better go home.
I must tell Elizabeth.
Because nobody take the secret. No! But knowing that there was an epidemic and issues like that, he should have said something. How did you set me on fire? Oh, you meanie bastard. No! Stop it!
Killing's all you deserve.
We don't know, Tariq. We don't know who her maker is. Just yet. We have no idea. As I watched this game last week, you want to watch the Truebot TV series again? Ah, that started so... That and the book series started off so good. And then it got so bad. Like, as soon as they... I have nothing against, you know, fairies and stuff like that. But as soon as they introduced the fairies... it got so bad. Have you ever read the books, Kiri? Hi, Sea Fiend. Good to see you. There were fairies? Yeah. Yeah, later on. Basically, like, you know what made me so angry? You know what made me so angry? The bloody author decided later on, like with the last book, that Suki would just turn her back on everything she had learned in like the previous 10 books. That she would stay in her little fucking annoying, terrible, tiny bumfuck of in the middle of nowhere town. Continue working as a waitress. Get married and have bloody twins. It's like, what the fuck? I don't know. It's just like, what? It just invalidates the entire storyline. Where she like learns about herself and learns about the world and etc. all the stuff, and you know, she grows as a character to only then be invalidated in the last book. It's so stupid. Is that how it ended? Yeah. Is that taking the 50-year-old looking vamp who's supposedly oh so hot? Do you mean Bill? I never read the last book. I only read a summary because I wanted to know how it ends, and it ends badly. You think he looks 50? He's not that old. I know IRL, he's I think 10 years older than her or something, but I don't know. They actually got together. They're married now. They've got kids. Like IRL, I mean. Yeah. Well, he is older. He's like 10 years older IRL, I think. Or something like that. Not 50, though. Yeah, the ending was so stupid. It made me so angry. And it makes me hate the entire series and the author, even though the first, like, as you said, like the first 3, 4, 5 books were so good. And then it just got, then it just got so bad. Yeah, completely agree with you on that one. And the ending makes me it's been literal years since the ending. It still makes me angry. You don't like vampire stuff? Get out! Nah, just kidding. Oh, she's painting. Oh, is she painting the picture of me?
What good fortune brings you back to me, Jonathan? What is it, my dear?
I made a
afraid
vampire.
It's bad news, Elizabeth. The worst, actually.
Oh, definitely Neonivax. Good point, yes.
Edgar is no longer in McCullum's grasp.
I mean, Game of
I
Thrones,
resolved
right?
that matter.
Where is our good friend now? Is he well?
Of a sort. His injuries were mortal. I had no choice but to make him one of us. To save him. Or to punish him.
To punish him? I fail to understand. And what is the source of this cold tone in your voice?
Edgar Swansea was responsible for the Skull epidemic, Elizabeth. It was he who unleashed the deadly scourge upon London.
What? Are you certain? This is the most terrible accusation of all.
He confessed everything to me. He sought to cure the disease, to exploit vampire blood to stop the epidemic. But he unwittingly gave birth to a catastrophe.
All those poor victims. How could he do it? What happened?
He was stupid. He was stupid.
Edgar's behavior was beyond lunacy. He had neither the discipline, knowledge, nor the proper
She's gonna love
facilities
this.
to
Yeah.
conduct blood experiments.
I must say, I'm shocked, Jonathan. Who would have thought it? And the poor patient. Let me guess. It was Harriet Jones, was it
Hey,
not?
Zhang Zhang,
Yes.
how are you?
That explains how Doris Fletcher was infected, and how she became an Icor. She secretly visited her mother at Pembroke.
Then we have no choice. We must act quickly, Jonathan.
What are we doing?
We must return to the sewers and put an end to the threat poor Harriet embodies.
I have
A
one
lot,
more
yeah.
matter to discuss with you. Harriet Jones was the primary case, but do you know what a healthy carrier is?
There is
Oh,
a tone in
shit.
your voice that frightens me, Jonathan.
Oh shit,
What are you
it's
trying
her.
to say?
It was your blood Edgar used for his
Oh, fuck.
experiment on Harriet Jones.
Oh, this is bad.
What? No. No. This can't be. Oh,
Elizabeth, are you all right?
no. I have to go.
What do you mean?
Leave me alone. Save the city, Jonathan. Save what can be saved.
Elizabeth, I need answers. Why did your blood
Stay
cause
away
this?
from me. Please. I swear I never was your
Wait!
enemy.
No! Elizabeth!
You have no idea what's going on. So the doctor used her blood to make Harriet and the others. So she is the carrier of the skull epidemic disease. So she thinks it's basically her fault, even though it's not really is. Only a few of us remain after the shock of the Great Hunt. I was one of them. I remember how the sudden attack of the enemy caught us all by surprise. Blood was shed during those few nights. Some of us who survived chose to exile. I don't blame them, but I regret their lack of fortitude. For it is courage we need to protect the interests of the Empire. Courage we need to defend the values we stand for. Did we just create blood art? No, that was just stuff. No idea who Harriet even is. Yeah, she's basically patient zero for the Spanish flu in this game. Yeah, true. You haven't. Well, you can always watch the VODs. You can always do. Because FG's got you covered. You can always do this and catch up. Because I got you covered. There we are. Sorry about that. Maybe all remember that William Marshall himself never lowered his head. My beloved maker may be long gone now. She was made by William Marshall, but his presence is still among us. We keep a few drops of his sacred blood to remind us of what we are and what we seek. Honor, purity, and excellence. I had the privilege of speaking with the knight many times as his progeny and as his friend. He spoke to me of the tear of angels, the holy beverage supposed to appease the instinctual hunger we all feel. But he never ceased to search, even without knowing if such artifact exists. I admire his tenacity. It is his tenacity, this indefectible belief in something bigger than us, that will make us survive any future great hunt launched by our enemies. Ascalon will be rebuilt as always, for it's an ideal. Okay. Oh, was that Redgrave? Wait, was it her? Was that note from her? Or was it from Redgrave? I guess it was from Redgrave, wasn't it? No, it was from Redgrave. Okay, so he's still pretending that he was his maker. Yeah. She did overreact a little bit. Need to make lunch for college today. Do it. Do it. Gather in for ingredients. Okay. Gotta gather the ingredients then. Obtain a drop of William Marshall's blood from the Red Grave.
Now
Obtain a
would be a
drop
good
of King
time to
Arthur's
blend
blood
the
from
recipe Marshall
Joffrey.
used when he fought the disaster.
Search for. Why do I need
I know where
insulin?
to find what I need.
Why do I need insulin?
Don't come closer.
I'm not. Bye. Yeah, but is she the source of the epidemic simply by being there? Or is she the source of the epidemic just because her blood was ingested? So as long as she never ever makes a vampire ever again, we should be okay. She should be okay. Or do I misunderstand? Yeah, her blood is the curse, but if she doesn't feed anybody her blood, if she doesn't make any more vampires, everything should be okay, shouldn't it?
Live an ordinary life. Whose blood could be purer than that of William Marshall? Lord Redgrave will have to spare me a drop.
Or am I misunderstanding? Like, that just...
You are not welcome.
No, that seems... That's what I'm wondering right now. Oh, hi.
Good evening, Miss Teasdale. How have you been since you returned home?
Dr. Reid. Oh, thank God you returned safely from these
She
awful
doesn't know if
streets.
her mere
I was so
presence is
worried about
causing
my
it. That's
father that
true,
I
yeah.
left
We
without
don't know
thanking you
either.
properly.
Please
At least I don't.
mention it, miss.
Good. I found
But
him,
yeah.
you know. My dad. Or what was left of him. I think my abductor intended to do the same thing to me.
Goodbye, Miss Teasdale. And be careful. Until we meet again.
Yeah, she's fine now.
Not
Her headache was cured.
Have you noticed anything suspicious recently? Remember, don't let it...
Okay, we need to get into the Escalon Club somehow. Can't go in through the front door because we're not allowed. So we gotta go through the back door. Possibly need a drop of King Arthur's whiskey. Yes, I do. Mm-hmm. Well,
I'm still persona non grata in the Ascalon Club. If I want to speak with Lord Redgrave, I'll have to improvise.
Whoa! Shit! Fuck! You scared me! Oh, damn you! Oh, shit. Level 35? Are you kidding me? Holy crap. That was just... and dead. Can't we just smack down the front door? Apparently not. I guess because this is a vampire club, maybe they've reinforced the door. Holy shit, that scared me. Oh. We're too polite. We might also be too polite, yeah. Right. No! No! Nope, nope, nope. Ow! That... Move. Whoa, stuck. Oh, it's too strong. Oh, fuck. Are you kidding me? Can I not four? I cannot four. No, I cannot. Foiled by the curtains! Oh, yes. You shall be foiled by the curtains. Oh, shit. Don't get greedy, FG. He's like 9 levels higher than you. I just got greedy. I just got so greedy. Super greedy. This is not the time for greed. Not a level 9, a 9 level higher vampire lord, dude. These are basically, besides bosses, the hardest enemies of the game. So, under 1 hour. Alceris is excited. Oh, for fuck's sake, FG, please.